Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 40. Goff now looks to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And Chark hauls it in. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 37 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll go option to the short side. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield,
and that brings up 4th down.
On the return is Scott.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. After run, 7-0 on the start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 and a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The drive is up So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This is caught. Goff linking up with Chark for a Lions 1st down.
Loaded with talent. DJ Chark hasn't been able to stay on the field to replicate a Pro Bowl season from 2019. Detroit gave him a big 1-year prove-it deal.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So then a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Boston Scott. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And this one caught by Beasley. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Aaron Siposs on the punt as he'll get this one away now. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. It's gone. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Off play action. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On second down, Swift. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, here's the option.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the matter of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. On the move to his left. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Charles, we get a look at the Lions 2022 draft class. And this class will probably be remembered for the guy that they took number 2 overall, the hometown kid Aiden Hutchinson. But beyond him, really a lot to like about this group that Detroit brought in.
And Brandon, it's not often that any kid doesn't want to go number 1 overall.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game to tell all their teammates, maybe I should show.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cole Beasley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Hurts will throw.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Complete, this is Mitchell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Goff now looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Hurts.
Looking sideline, incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Ready? They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. This is Smith with a grab.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Hurts toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles! Cole Beasley, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
It's caught. Mitchell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Goff going to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Goff. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 8, 43 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. We'll see always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our